I thought I'd do a video to explain the apostrophe, which a lot of people find difficult. I'm sure you know that there's two different ways to use an apostrophe, or a purpose for the apostrophe. One's for a contraction, to contract two words into one, and the other is for possession. It's generally the more complex, and there's a lot of misconception and a lot of poor use of it. You only need to walk down the street and into the shops or menus to see it. Indeed, in one of my videos earlier, one of my division videos, one of my pupils used an apostrophe in their comments incorrectly, and that was one of the reasons why I've chosen to do it this week and make this video. But quite simply, the job of the apostrophe for possession is to show to whom the object belongs to. So it means the writer doesn't have to show this with more words. For example, they'd have to use belongs to or of the if they didn't have the apostrophe for possession. As a general rule, you find the noun to whom the object belongs to. So, for example, if the head might belong to the boy, or it might belong to several boys. So you find the noun, whichever it is, and then you insert an apostrophe after it and add s, and that will show that the object belongs to them. So, for example, the boy's head here, the head belongs to the boy. The boys' heads here, the heads belong to boys, so several boys, more than one boy. The apostrophe here is after the y. I like to think of it as pointing at the boy, so you know that it's only one boy, whereas the apostrophe here is after the s, is pointing at boys, so you know there's more than one boy. I've also split it into 4 different situations. The first one here, if a singular noun does not end in s, then just add apostrophe s. For example, the bike's handlebars were bent in the crash. So the handlebars belong to the bike. Just one bike there. So you have bike, apostrophe s. The bike's handlebars were bent in the crash. The boy's sister travelled by bus to meet us. Is the sister of the boy. Okay, there's one boy, so the apostrophe goes after the y, and then you add s. As I like to think of it, the apostrophe points at the noun, and the noun is boy. Next one, if a singular noun ends in s, add apostrophe s again. So, for example, my boss's job at the bank was eliminated due to budget costs. So it's the job of the boss, one boss, that ends in s. So I've underlined boss, and the apostrophe goes after it, and then you add s. My boss's job. The class's average grade was impressive. So this is the average grade of the class, one class, that ends in s. I've underlined that. After that goes the apostrophe, class, apostrophe, s. Now, if the noun is plural and ends in s, only add an apostrophe. So don't add an s. For example, the clown's shoes protruded from the window of the Volkswagen. The shoes belong to several clowns. So I've underlined clowns here. And then after the s on clowns, you put the apostrophe, because the apostrophe is showing that the shoes belong to clowns, several clowns. Next example, both bananas' peels had turned brown. So this shows that there's more than one banana. It's the peels of both bananas. So you do bananas, and after the s you put the apostrophe. The apostrophe is pointing at bananas, because the peels belong to the bananas. And lastly, if the noun is plural and does not end in s, then you can add apostrophe s. For example, the children's play received a standing ovation. Well, the play actually belongs to the children, but children is plural, so you know it's more than one child. So you do children is the noun, underline that, then you do an apostrophe and then s. And again here, the geese's precise formation in the sky impressed the pedestrians. The precise formation of the geese. So it's of the geese. Doesn't end in S. So you do geese, ends in an E, then apostrophe to kind of point at the geese, and then an S. And that is the apostrophe possession with all rules covered.